how many of you actually take time out to appreciate the beautiful countryside around us? Well, 25 years ago, I did. I spent a glorious week touring Britain. Didn't see much, though. You see, I was doing the navigating, so I spent the entire time with my head buried in maps. And anyway, the driver was going so blooming quickly that I didn't have time to take anything in. Still, it wasn't that bad because we did win the 1972 RAC Rally of Great Britain. Roger Clark and I set forth from York on a route that would total 2,000 miles. And needless to say, it would be typical RAC weather all the time. To be honest, we were an outside bet. No British crew had won the rally for 13 years, and nobody had ever won in an Escort. All the smart money was on the Swedes and Finns. They dominated rallying since the early 60s. Their aggressive driving style, unpronounceable names, and striking blonde hair set them apart from the chasing pack. Even I had a fiver on Stig Blomqvist. Roger and I were in the third works Ford, a 2-litre BDA-engined Escort. Amazingly, we led pretty much from the word go. On the Mickey Mouse stages around the parks and stately homes, Roger's driving was superb. But I must say, he was also one of the laziest drivers I've met, and his dashing young co-driver took the helm on most road sections. Handsome chap, isn't he? Now, you can't blame us for looking a bit weary. The rally in those days was nearly twice as long as it is now and went on day and night for 4 days. The biggest threat to our lead came from Stig Blomqvist in his Saab. That was until he had an argument with a bench in Sutton Park. Splendid! As we hit the northern forests, we had a full 4-minute lead. But amazingly, Roger was still driving on the limit. He never did have a confidence problem.
What's it feel like to have the Scandinavians snapping at your heel, Rog?
Oh, they're not snapping now, we're leaving them behind.
Don't know about that co-driver, though.
I'm rather superstitious, and I don't like to count chickens before they're hatched. And, you know, until we actually get on the ramp in York, I won't believe it.
I needn't have worried, though. Nobody would catch us. On the final stages, we could actually hear the huge crowds cheering over the noise of the Escort's engine. Our little tour of Britain had made us national heroes. Until Colin McRae and Derek Ringer won the rally in 1994, we were the only all-British winners in 35 years. Roger Clark, yours truly, and the 2-litre Ford Escort. LVX 942J was our car, and I thought this model would be the only memory that Roger and I would have until this year when we discovered that the car has been restored in all its glory. And this is the man that's done it, Tony Yendall. So why are you interested in this car then?
This car, I suppose it's got a special meaning because it was the first time that Ford had won the RAC with an all-British crew since 1959.
It really is remarkable, this. You've got absolutely everything perfect, the colours and the labels and the stickers, and you've got our names on the side.
Yeah, even the style of writing is exactly the same.
You've got this black masking tape on there, on both sides, and the reason that is there, do you know why that is?
I don't.
Well, we got into Wales after about half a day's driving. The rain was really heavy, and the numbers were starting to come off, and you could get excluded if you didn't have the numbers on the side of the doors. So I personally put the black sticky tape on those numbers on both sides.
To get the interior absolutely right, I'm studying photographs, getting various areas of the photographs actually blown up just to get that sort of slightest piece of detail you can see.
Even the intercom.
Even the intercom, although it's got no batteries, but that again, it's all period, all original.
Right, Tony, now to the important bit. How much did it all cost?
I dread to think what the car's actually cost me because I built it over 5 years, so you do tend to lose track. But the car's insured for £65,000, and as an example, the stickers alone have cost me £1,000 just to get those made.
£1,000? Well, I've got to tell you something. That is exactly how much Ford sold the car for after the rally. £1,000.
A complete car driving.
Same price as your stickers. Well, the question is, can the old car still do the business? There's only one way to find out. I've actually found my old winning overalls here, but regretfully they won't fit. But Roger Clark and I still fit in here perfectly. Come on, Roger, let's go. thought we were going to have a gentle run. Look at him, he's going like a maniac. How fast does it feel?
The good thing about the Escort is not how fast it is how good it is. The handling is brilliant. You can chuck it all over the scenery.
Does it feel to have as much power as everybody thought it had then in its heyday?
Oh yeah, I mean it's the best engine for rallying that you could...
Oh, I see you haven't lost any of your sideways style.
Well, the Escort just happens to do that when I get hold of it.
Now you're going to try handbrake, are you? Now, I've actually got my original map here. This is one of the Ordnance Survey maps that I used on the 1972 RAC Rally. It was the one I used on the very last section through Grisdale Forest. It's not a lot of good here today, but that brings back the memories as well. This year's RAC Rally starts on Sunday, and Tom Gear will be there with rally report on all 3 nights, plus coverage of Britain's first ever super special stage at Silverstone on Sunday afternoon. Now, after Colin McRae's magnificent win in Australia, he's now put himself firmly back in contention for the World Rally Championship, so it's going to be a great event. But for me, there's only one RAC Rally, and that's the fabulous event in 1972.